So imagine posting an Instagram reel and it gets over 500,000 views and thousands of new followers for your page and tens of thousands of people who go into your funnel and then eventually buy your program. Well, this is exactly what's happened with me with this post, as you can see here. 826,000 views and over 30,000 comments, and as well up to 12,000 new followers onto my page. And the best part, this hasn't just happened once, it's happened multiple times. This was the exact same script and it got very good results. Same with this one where it's the exact same script and it got very good stats, 1,000 comments and up to 500 followers onto the page. And also the script is doing really well on TikTok as well. As you can see here, 1 million views and 27,000 comments and loads of followers. And this one here got 3 million views. And if I'm correct, this got 50,000 new followers. So this script is proven and it's worked for me over 10 different times. And I'm going to break it down in this video so you can just copy it for your page because it will work for any niche. So the first thing that I do in this script is I have an attention grabbing word. So I say footballers. So this grabs the attention of the viewer because they are a footballer, and this is exactly why this reel is on their For You page. So I say footballers. So you can do this with your niche. Let's say you're on the fitness niche. You can say gym bros or personal trainers or coaches or gym trainers or something like that. If you're like a cooking page, you can say chefs or private chefs or something like that. Just grab the attention with enthusiasm, with excitement. Another hook that I use is like, this is crazy or this is insane. You see how I'm using excitement and enthusiasm when I say that? Imagine if I just said footballers or this is crazy or this is insane. It doesn't have that same attention grabbing hook. You need to say it in a loud way that gets the attention because those first 3 seconds are super important because the viewer is consuming hundreds of thousands of pieces of content every single day. So you need to make sure that your content stands out. So the next thing that I do in the script is I say stop shooting, stop dribbling, and stop passing. So I'm saying some things that they are doing regularly and I'm hooking them in by saying stop doing it. This will make them think like, what? Like stop shooting, stop dribbling, stop doing this, stop doing that. So you can do the exact same with your script. Let's say you're in the fitness niche again. Stop doing bicep curls, stop doing squats, and stop doing stretching and listen up. That's the next thing in the script. Listen up, because now you're telling them you got to listen now because I've just told you to stop doing this, stop doing that. And then I say, because what you're doing is clearly not working. So this just kind of wakes them up a bit because I'm saying to them, because what you're doing is clearly not working, because otherwise you'll be getting trials in the Premier League. So my perfect avatar is a young footballer who wants to play in the top leagues, and the Premier League is the top league in football. So I'm saying like, because what you're doing is clearly not working, because otherwise you'll be getting trials in the Premier League. So this is just completely waking them up and just making them realize, oh shit, like what I'm doing is actually not working because I'm not in the Premier League right now. So you're just waking them up completely, and you can do the exact same in your niche. And then I say, just like how I did. So I actually got a trial in the Premier League with AFC Bournemouth. So I'm using my own credibility to kind of wake them up and make them kind of that have that FOMO feeling, fear of missing out. Now they're completely hooked in and they're like, shit, I better listen to this guy because he got a trial in the Premier League and that's where I want to be. And then I throw another kind of punch to the head and say, and not watching this video at home. Because end of the day, no footballer wants to be stuck at home watching TikTok reels whilst other players their age are playing at the pro level. So I'm just kind of knocking them out a wee bit more and saying like, not watching this video at home. So you can do the exact same with your reels. You can say, because otherwise you'll be getting girls' numbers super easily, just like how I did, and just not watching this video, wasting your time playing video games, something like that. So it just kind of makes them realize like, I'm not where I want to be. So then I suggest a thing. So you need a complete new way to train that actually makes you more talented and athletic. So you're telling them that they need a new way to train and they need a new way to do things because what they're doing is clearly not working. So then I say, so you can actually stand out on the football pitch and get signed by pro academies and scouts. So my perfect avatar, their goal is to get scouted by pro academies and scouts. I'm telling them that they need a new way to train that makes them get scouted and signed. And then I give them the solution, which is that's exactly why I created the Natural Football Mastery, the world's first football online coaching program. So you can do the exact same. That's exactly why I created the Fitness Accelerator, the world's first gym online coaching program or something like that, or the world's first full body workout coaching program. I don't know, you just put your product or service or mentorship in there. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm giving them a solution to their pain and problem. And then I say, I'll show you exactly how to go from Sunday League to the Premier League in less than 30 days, because this is personally what happened with me. I was at my local league, and then I got to the Premier League through this method. And then I throw in more credibility, because end of the day, it's nice having credibility yourself, but people actually want to see that it's helped other people the same demographic. So I say it's the exact same method my student Cameron, so I say my student because it is my student, Cameron used to go from his local team to sign with Fleetwood Towns Academy, the exact same club Jamie Vardy played for. So Jamie Vardy is a top footballer who plays in the Premier League for Leicester City, but he used to play for Fleetwood Towns Academy. So basically, I'm just throwing in more credibility that this training method actually does work, and it's actually helped other footballers similar kind of age as the viewer. So it makes the viewer realize, oh shit, like this is not just worked for me, it's worked for other people as well. So then I give them a call to action. So if you want the method that he used, then just comment pro. So it's a simple word, pro, and I'll send it to you right now. It's a 3-letter word, it's pretty straightforward, and I say comment because comment is right under the video, it's easy to access. I don't say like DM me or check out this website or click the first link in my bio. Don't say any of that stuff, just say comment. Then I use a ManyChat automation to send out an automation to the free training video. Then I give a bit of scarcity because that's super important to create a bit of urgency with the viewer. And I say, be quick though, because I can only send it to 20 footballers. And that makes them think, oh shit, I better type pro right now. So I get sent a free masterclass. And even though I say that I'm sending it to 20 footballers, I still get 1,000 comments on each video because people just don't want to miss out. Especially with my perfect avatar, they want results quick. So they're going to do whatever they can to get that free training video. And then I just give them another call to action. So comment pro now, and I'll send you the free training video to your DMs. I give them specifically where they're going to receive the video. You could say like to your email or to this or to that, but I say to your DMs because it's on the exact same app, Instagram, and it makes it easy for them to access. So that's the script. It's pretty straightforward, and you can copy it for your niche and page as well. You can change up the words, or you can create the same kind of structure, and I'm going to share the structure with you right now so you understand it fully. So the first thing I do is attention grab and hook, those first 3 to 5 seconds. Super, super important that you master this and have some enthusiasm in your voice, as I said. So footballers, or stop doing this, or this is crazy, this is insane. Have a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of excitement in your voice. Don't be boring on camera like footballers, or this is crazy, or this is insane, or stop doing this. Bit of enthusiasm in your voice so that people can actually listen to you and trust you and are actually hooked in, because you only got 3 seconds to hook them in, otherwise they're scrolling past. So it creates a bit of curiosity, a bit of shock, a bit of urgency by telling players to stop what they're doing. This works because it uses a pattern interruption, telling people to stop common training habits or common habits or whatever. So you can say like stop eating, stop recovering, and stop drinking water, and listen up. So the listen up makes them obviously listen because you told them to listen. With any type of content, if you tell people to do a certain thing, they will most likely do it. So if you say follow now, they will most likely follow. If you say listen up, they will most likely listen up, because your voice is so kind of demanding, because you know how to speak properly and you're confident in your voice and you're confident in what you're doing. People will listen to you. That is why content creation is such an important skill, and just speaking on camera and communication skills. Then the third thing I do is I call out their struggles. So I say they're not getting trials, or they're not playing at the high level, or they're not here, they're not there. So I'm calling out a relatable pain or problem that they may be having. So for you, you may be saying, this is the reason why you're not getting girls, or this is the reason why you're still fat, or this is the reason why you're super unfit. So you're just calling out a relatable pain or problem that they may be having. But it can be a deeper problem. This is the reason why you have a bad relationship with your partner. This is the reason why you're not spending enough time with your children. So you can actually go really deep, because this is truly what people want. They want to spend more time with their wife and partner. They want to spend more time with their children, and they want to get fitter. They want to have a six-pack. So you've got to actually dive deep into their pain or problem. And this will just kind of expose something in their brain and make them realize, oh shit, like I'm not where I want to be. I need to take action now. And this works because you make them feel like they're missing out because there's other people out there who have got what they want. And so this triggers FOMO, fear of missing out. Then the next thing I do is I give them a solution. So this is your unique method. So you can share like a tip or a hack or an exercise or a recipe or something like that. So you can introduce, your training method, your program, your coaching, your mentorship. I say, this is why I created the Natural Football Mastery. So you can say, this is why I created the Fitness Accelerator. This is why I created the Vegetarian Mastery or something like that. I don't know what you sell, but you get the point. You give them a solution. You can also say, here's an exercise for you to get started today, or here's an exercise for you to grow your biceps by 30%. So you give them some sort of solution and some sort of value. This whole script may seem a bit promotional, but trust me, it is pure value, because end of the day, you're just waking up the viewer. There's so many tips, there's so many hacks, there's so many routines, workouts, everything out there already. When somebody does a piece of content like this, it really wakes up the viewer, and that is pure value if they take it the right way. They will actually realize, oh shit, like I'm sitting here watching Instagram reels, I need to be out there training, or I need to be out in there in the gym, or I need to be eating healthier. So it actually makes them realize, and that is pure value. Then that works because you position your training or your mentorship or your program as the missing piece they need to succeed. And then you give authority and proof. So I give my story, which was the AFC Bournemouth, or I give my students results, because I actually do get my students results. And it helps when you actually have good testimonials. So you need to make sure that your product is good. For me personally, I've helped students get trials at top European leagues, get pro offers from like the Italian league, the Portuguese league. I've helped students get called up to their national team. So I've actually got a bunch of good credibility and results I can use for my reel. So it's important that you have the same. Social proof just makes them trust you more and believe your training can help them too, especially when you use a person who's kind of the similar age to them. For me personally, my perfect avatar is about 13 to 19 years old. So when I use a student who's about 17, 16 years old, it just kind of relates to them perfectly. And then I have a clear CTA, call to action, with scarcity. So I tell them to comment a keyword to get access, and I add urgency as well by saying like only 20 people will get it, only 50 people will get it, whatever. I give them an easy keyword to get access. I don't make them write out a sentence like Natural Football Mastery. I give them an easy keyword, which is just pro or something relatable to the video, such as like natural, football, footy, elite, pro, something like that, talent, baller, you get the point. So you can do the exact same with your videos: fitness, gym, exercise, diet, woman, dating, love. You pick a keyword for your page. And this works, but it's easy for them to take action, and the comment button is literally just below the video. So I'm not telling them to click the link in the bio. I'm not telling them to go to my 5th story on my Instagram. I'm just telling them to comment a keyword, and that's super, super important. So that is the structure of the viral script, and you can use it for your Instagram reels. It's helped me gain millions and millions of views across social media. It's brought in a bunch of warm leads into my funnel, so people know me and know the brand of Natural Footballers. And the best part, it's brought in lots of new income for Natural Footballers, which is absolutely amazing, because end of the day it's organic advertising, and this is amazing. Obviously I can spend money on paid ads, which I will do eventually in the future, of course, but all of my income has just been from organic leads and organic growth. Because at the end of the day, this script is helping the viewer go from A to B. Like, they can try jump from A to B, but they'll probably just fall down. So you're just providing a bridge across from A to B, and it just helps their journey. So that's why you advertise your program, your coaching, your mentorship, whatever you have. You're just helping the viewer go from A to B. You're just providing the bridge across. But if you want me to help scale or start up your business with social media and content creation, because end of the day, this is the future of advertising, this is the future of marketing, then you can apply below to my one-on-one mentorship, link in the description. I will personally help you start or scale up your business with social media, just like how I've done with Natural Footballers. It's pretty straightforward. You just need to know how to do it correctly. So we will cover your Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and just start bringing in all those warm leads so we can eventually convert them and eventually build up your coaching offer to 5 and 6 figures. So you can apply below, link in the description. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.